girl. I need a nasty girl. If you ask me, girl, I need a nasty girl.
Champion! We remain here. It's your boy J Black, a.k.a. Black Man.
New champion. You thought I forgot.
Wow, we doing this again?
I thought I forgot.
Shake my hand, shake my hand. Salute.
Good to see you, man.
Rosenberg Raw. We got an event in Philly.
Yeah. Montgomery County.
Montgomery County. I take
Suburban Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
You know, shout out to him and Holly. Talks about he had stocks in the company, RBs. They're like, you got stocks. If you bring him out to where you at,
yeah,
that's very, you know what I mean, stockish.
Yo, you know, I'm glad you brought that up. I just wanted to publicly thank ARP. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to ARP. Shout to Lawrence. Shout to Wing.
Shout to
the whole team.
I feel like, you know, I stayed down. I did what I was supposed to do. And I be having visions. You know what I'm saying? I always be calling ARP with ideas. If I call him with 10, 8 of them, he might be like, yeah, well, I hear you. I mean, we'll see. And then 2 of them, he let me know, yo, you on to something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever get discouraged by 8 no's with 2 yeses, right?
Persistency.
Right. So, you know, I just been pitching ideas to him, man, and I think that I put myself in a position to where, you know, I'm at least being heard. And you know, so they started looking out for me, man. And I appreciate it. I stayed down. I think that's what it comes down to.
So again, shout out to Lawrence and Wing, saying hosted by.
Yes.
Did you have a large hand in the situation?
I helped coordinate the event. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got him out here. It was originally supposed to be. So at the Max Out, we was looking to build new talent. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers that you see nowadays that might be on other leagues and shit, they've started at 1SKs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it might not have jumped off on right there, but that's where they started, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people sometimes get down on the 1SKs. It's not like RBE's biggest thing. But after, you know, Max Out and after the, you know, increase in the brand, you know, I think that everybody was kind of feeling like, yo, we need to start raising some talent up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what the brick by brick thing turned into. And when I saw that we was doing that, I'm like, yo, I want parts. You know what I'm saying?
Now we got a pretty much, you know, a Philly, a PA division in a sense.
Yeah. So we came to my hometown up in COLMAR, PA. The tickets is at redbreent.com. The VOD is there too.
It's gonna be in the description box below when you watch this. So.
And I know how y'all get, man. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that? You're not probably gonna know everybody on the card. This is not a big RBE card.
Yeah.
It's not a feature. It's not even a live pay-per-view. The event will be available for VOD the next day.
Yeah.
So that's why we put Suede on the card, Dre Dennis, some big names, Bill Collector, me. It was supposed to be me versus Chef Trez. He got sick.
Okay.
Which was originally going to be the headliner and shit. So it's really just about building some new talent, man. Putting them around the vets that are already actually established and try to grow some stars in the future.
Yeah, and everybody started somewhere, you know what I mean? So it's like, why not watch it from the ground up? And a lot of these guys, they've been out before. Like they're not familiar with the name, but they've been out for. I know Momo. Larry the Bull was just on the other one. Floss the Boss, he's
you know the names.
Pretty much a vet on RBE.
And then you got
COLMAR, J Slash.
So we surrounded it around a bunch of dudes that have already been on main RBE cards, main stage battles, and then you got these new young guys who are hungry to get a name. You know what I'm saying? And basically, that's what it's all about, man. So I know a lot of people get caught up. I seen the Face Off premiere with Jay and Momula yesterday.
Shout out to 15 Minutes of Fame.
Shout out to Uncle Ryan.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Uncle Ryan. It's my guy.
Yeah.
And you know, a couple people in the comments like, who's on this card? Who these people? Yo, it's a reason why this card wasn't crazy heavily promoted. We're grooming talent. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it all comes down to, and I'm excited for the challenge.
I think too. Leagues they throw, you know, a good amount of events, so it's like, why not get it in between? This is in between. Y'all know, shout out to ARP, if you watch him, you know he's telling you, okay, this is about to come up. So if you know this is here, you know what's about to come up. Let's just be honest.
Right, for sure. And ARP, he's not actually, he has some things to do, so he can't be in Philly this weekend. But that's another thing too, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to see that the machine can still run if ARP ain't there. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing we're trying to branch off and be able to throw in between events. And I also understand it come from when you see RBE put out a card, it's a card, right? It's usually a card and they selling it. So this card ain't particularly like that, but we still got some hitters on there like me, like Bill, like Suede, like Dre Dennis, like Craig Lamar, and many more, just to, you know, make sure you still get that RBE vibe when you watch it.
Well, you keep saying the name, so you gotta address the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be doing my due diligence or doing justice to people watching that fight, I didn't even bring this question up for you. Suede 7 versus Bill Collector, Rosenberg Raw versus Clone, Suede 7 versus Bill Collector, Rosenberg Raw versus Clone,
right.
Suede 7 versus Bill Collector, Suede, Bill,
So
how y'all both on the same card in the same building in the same area, but it's not against each other? Like we got to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah,
you know
no,
like,
that's not the first time I got that question. I knew you was gonna ask that, Black. So first off, the venue holds about 200 people. It's not big enough for me and Bill Collector. You know what I mean? So let's just start there.
That's a great answer right there. That's a great answer.
Let's just start there, right? That building that we're gonna be in, that building's not strong enough to hold that energy. So we didn't even pursue it because again, that battle's special, and that's something that both parties got to be down to do. I've stated it publicly on your show and plenty of different shows that I'm down to do the battle. People know my reasoning; they know why I want to do the battle. Bill Collector has stated that. In the past that he doesn't want to do the battle. I do know things change, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know particularly how he's feeling today.
Yeah.
But
Uncle Rock gonna be there, or 15 minutes.
Uncle Rock will be there.
Now it's gonna be like.
But I tell you what, there's nothing sealed, there's nothing talked about really, but if I would have to say for battle rap, I think we're closer to Bill Collector versus Rosenberg today than we were a year ago.
This year's in the making too.
So I mean, I think that's a big step
too.
I think that's a big step that you're able to see is both feature headliner card for RBE in the same building. I was asked that I mind if he was on the card. It's not just in my hometown; it's in his hometown too. And I've stated that it was never super personal with me outside of like what we need to speak about. So when they brought it to my attention, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get Bill on the card. Why not? I could be in the same building with him. I'm not uncomfortable with that.
I like this.
So yeah, but we are closer than we were a year ago, man. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
do you believe?
Yeah, do you believe? Do you believe you'll be getting a call from ARP? It's gonna happen. It's no way y'all in the same building. You know what I mean?
He get to put on, get a battle versus a legend, and get to make some money, and I'm cool with that. Christmas time coming up, good for Bill.
Yeah, shout out to Christmas time. Certain battle rappers you can get. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen, man. Negotiation be a little easier now. Respectfully. Kids, they gotta be happy. But let's start there. Suede 7 versus Bill Collector. Can you call this matchup?
No. Both of them. I respect both of them. I could give a case why Suede can win. Suede sometimes gets in a pocket where he could take you on a journey and you're just there. You know what I'm saying? And if he gets an angle or he get in a pocket, Suede can fuck you up. So, it all depends on what type of Suede show up. He ain't been active as lately. He don't battle as much as more. He's really focused on his podcast. Yeah. Bill been on some rapidy rap shit lately. You know what I mean? Like he ain't been joking. It's real complex. And people are just saying Bill rap like that. He's always rapped like that. He can rap many different ways. But that's the pocket he's in. He's out rapping dudes. He's getting intellectual. He's, you know what I mean?
Was that him versus Stack on King of the Dot, right?
Yeah, I seen all the King of the Dot battles and shit. I mean, he should have had 2 150s back to back. You know what I mean? 100 bullets robbed him, but Bill's been on a tear lately. He seemed like he focused for that 100K. He seems like he's focused.
Yeah, I think he made the playoffs too.
Yeah, he's locked for the playoffs, and he's got a lot of big shit. I mean, he was the runner-up in the URL tournament he was in.
Yeah, him versus Holmesy.
Him versus Holmesy, which I thought was his worst performance of the tournament. When I felt like he really could.
Then again, they were their brothers too. So you know what happened.
There's no brother in this tournament. Is basically what I'm saying. So Bill's dangerous right now. I feel like it's going to come down to who's just a better man that day. That could go 2-1 either way.
I definitely agree 2-1 either way, but recent trend, obviously Suede is a legend.
Suede's a legend,
man. When Suede get in that pocket, when started to talk to him, talk to his soul, you could definitely go his way, but recent transactions, I'm going to go with Bill Collector too.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too. I mean, I also
on top of that, home field advantage, comfortable, you know what I'm saying, all that, just saying. Yeah,
it's going to be a good battle though. It's going to be a good battle. Suede up for the challenge.
Yeah. Now, this person has been on RBE, not talking about you. You know what I'm saying? And he's done work within a week's time versus Big K. Good performance. So you versus Clone. What's going to happen with this one?
So, I mean, I just feel like Clone's a good competitor. Clone's somebody, a lot of people aren't up on Clone, but for the people who are up on him,
they should be.
Yeah, for sure, right? If you're a diehard battle fan, you know Clone is. You know, Clone tough, man. Clone got an old school punchline style. He's he's gonna be aggressive. He's gonna be loud. And I just feel like he's a good warm up for me for Max Out 3. You know what I'm saying? I got
just a good warm.
I feel like
he's a good warm up for me. Wait, what do you mean by that?
So I felt like it was supposed to be Chef Trez, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought.
But I'm saying when you say warm, like okay, I'm gonna just go through this real fast.
No.
Okay,
It's not like that. Like I'm gonna handle this real fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Clone can fight, but there's just there's a certain level of fighters, man. I can only speak for myself, but I mean I spoke to other battle rappers and shit, man. When you find when you master your craft, your style, you figure it out. You're not really trying to figure shit out no more. You know what you do well, which I've locked my style in. How to win battles, how do I win my battles? Somebody at Clone level, respectfully, you know what I mean? I'm not nervous, it don't pump no fear in me. It's like one of them situations like, yo, if you just do your job, I'm gonna fuck Clone up. Now, if I go in there 2.5 rounds trying to wing it, you know what I mean, not rehearsing, that's how one of them dudes get a W.
Yeah.
That's really not fucking with you. So I feel like the battle's Saturday, 4 days now. So I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I ain't still writing. I'm ready to go. And a dude like Clone really can't really stop what I'm doing. I got bigger fish to fry, so I gotta take care of Clone. It's one of them situations.
Yeah.
Like I can't let Clone get off.
So the chances of Clone winning is what? Out of 100%.
I give him a fair 20, 25%.
Okay.
That's respect to him. Like, I could lose to Clone. He's formidable, you know what I'm saying? But I just watched him lose to Big K in his hometown and shit. So now he's about to battle in my hometown. So I don't know. We'll see.
You play poker?
Yes, I do.
So you said 25% usually when you got two, like a flush, a chance to flush.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's got a chance.
You got a chance?
He's got a chance. He's definitely formidable.
Yeah. Clone, though, let me tell you what happened. You know what I mean? When I went to Casino Parks, I had a flush draw. I spent $700 on it and lost. So that 25% it can come, but a lot of times it don't.
You lost to a boat?
Well, I lose too. I think so. Yes.
That's a heartbreaker.
Yes.
Yes.
He had queen, and then boated up.
Oh my God!
Instead of me getting a flush, he got the boat, but he didn't need it. If I didn't catch the flush anyway.
Right. Oh, you didn't catch it.
He had set.
Okay, got you.
Queen. Yeah. But the rest of the card though. How you feeling about it? Dre Dennis versus Coach Brown?
Like I said, man, a lot of them dudes, so I'm glad you asked that. Because a lot of them dudes I'm not up on.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that's where Wing and Lawrence come in at. It's a mixture. You know what I'm saying? As far as like some of the names that you notice on there, they are some of the ideas that I came up with around the card. Your Jay Jeans, your Coach Corleone. Yeah. I seen them because they were battling on the 1SKs before the max outs and shit like that. So I've seen them. They all got potential. They all trying to figure themselves out, figure out how to break through. But for the most part, I'm going in as a fan for a lot of these dudes as really seeing what they're about, because this is kind of the first time where an event has been crafted for them. Yeah. We ain't just throwing you in front of a pay-per-view to see if the mics work.
Yeah.
This is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes is gonna be my first time seeing them. You know what I'm saying? Actually locking in and watching them. So I can't even call all the battles. I mean, Mo Moolah versus J400. Jay trying to get back. Yeah. Mo Moolah niggas been playing with Mo Moolah, talking about him like he's a joke. And he's
I saw the face
he's been going for 2-3 years, and he don't like that. He don't like it. I talked to him personally. He don't like people talking about him like he's just a joke. Yeah. And he's talented. And he wanted another shot, and RBE gave it to him. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting him to be a different Moolah. And the reason why I know it's possible is because before I came out of retirement, Rosenberg was trash. That was the word. So you can change it.
Yeah. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Carmelo Anthony.
You can change it. Like you could be trash. You could be trash in January and fire in November. Yeah. So just know that. J400, he wants to be back on the main stage. He tired of the Shotgun Suge jokes. He tired of people saying they don't want to hear interviews from him. These is dudes with something to prove. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that battle, for real. J400 versus Mo Moolah, I can't call it. It's two dudes, they hungry and they want to win.
Let me ask you this, though. I don't want to, so shout to ARP, you know what I mean? I don't want to, I feel like I heard this, but I don't want to quote him and not have my exact, you know what I mean? Shout to LTBR2, they be having exactly what you said. But I believe he said, don't quote me on this, okay, with a brick by brick. Don't be surprised if someone from this car ends up on the on Max Out.
So what he actually said was body of the night.
Thank you.
Body of the night would go. Either Body of the Night gets 1,000 in Max Out, or Body of the Night's going to Max Out 3. It's one or the other.
Okay.
But he definitely
I know you said something like that. Yeah.
A lot of people. The cool thing about it is, Jay Black. A lot of people don't know we got a day one card on Friday. There's a 2-day card. The day one is just a door card. There's no pay-per-view for it or nothing like that. But I mean, we got a lot of dudes who've been on the circuit, like Dizzy Spades, Brasi, Cash Capone.
Yeah, I've seen Dizzy Spades before.
Like a lot of dudes who might not be on the uprise, but they've been around the sport for a while, looking for an opportunity. So on Friday, up in about 5 minutes from here in North Hills, Pennsylvania, it's a 9-battle card the day before. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of young dudes on there who's looking to get to the 1SK point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's 18 battles for RBE this weekend. 18 battles.
Shout out to y'all cameraman.
18 battles.
They gotta work. The sound got too edited too. Shit.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's a big day for PA. It's it's a early Christmas present for me. I couldn't be more humble that they would even bring something to my town like this and not go to Philly. That's big.
Yeah.
You go to Pennsylvania, you
gotta
go
check
to Philly.
Yeah,
and if you're not going to Philly, you taking your ass all the way up Pittsburgh, right? So we literally.
Or they just go to Jersey.
Jersey
right there is easy, you know what I'm saying?
Again, man, I'm humbled and I'm super excited for the opportunity for everybody.
All right, so right now, if you're watching this, it's gonna be the description. Go in the description box for the link for the VOD. If you in the area, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be in the description box as well. So
for PA people, Montgomeryville, Lansdale, Colmar, Percy, Ambler, Norristown, like it's all 15, 5, 10, 20 minutes from you. It's right by the Montgomeryville Mall in Colmar, Pennsylvania.
Down 309?
On Route 309, going past the Montgomeryville Mall for all the locals. Anybody who coming from Jersey, I mean GPS obviously, but if you need help, you can hit me up via Instagram, anything. I'll make sure I get you to the venue. Day one is at a whole different location, so don't come Friday if you bought Saturday tickets. Friday is a whole different event at a whole different location. They're not in the same location. Yeah. But tickets are on sale right now. So you can put it in the box. Make sure y'all guys support that shit, man. Support it.
Real fast though, I really want to see Payne.
Payne's dope.
He's dope.
Payne's dope.
KD is dope too, so I'm looking forward to that matchup. And Zay versus Wise. I've seen Zay before, and Wise then battled Tay Rock and I think Ichi Gotti. So a lot of these names, if you up on the up and up, you know what I mean, you know what's happening here, sure. All right, there you go. But you went through a situation, you know what I'm saying, that caught shockwaves in the culture, you know what I'm saying, shout out 15 Minutes of Fame for putting it out as well. You were in a tournament, and apparently you won 2-1, but you lost. Can you break it down for me, please?
All right, so real quick, KOTD got this tournament, and
that's one season?
Yep, it's like the follow-up for the Grand Prix, but they just reformatted it. I was the number 2 seed in the East Coast, and then
you battled Eddie I.
Beat him. And then Math backed out of the tournament. They brought Ness in, which made me the number 1 seed for the East Coast, which was cool. I felt good. I felt like I didn't have to do that tournament, right? At the time when I accepted the tournament, Lush One called me, asked me, told me he wanted me to be a part of it. Lush, my guy. Lush, know I love you. And I turned it down a couple times because I just wasn't feeling it. But then me and my camp talked about it, and it's like, we only working on RBE. I mean, I don't be thirsty for battles, but work is work, right? And I felt like, you know what? If I can get the financial situation right with him, that's a good opportunity to just get some air outside of battling on RBE. You don't gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up accepting it. We did the Eddie I battle, which was first. At that point, I felt like this could get shaky. I didn't like how the Eddie I thing went. I mean, I smoked them, and they gave me like a 2-1 edge type of score. Yeah. And I didn't understand why, because I displayed the skill gap. Like, fuck the battle when I literally displayed a skill gap of rapping and battling, right? So then City Towers. And the reason why I had these, respectfully, the reason why I had these weak ass names is because I was
you said respectfully weak ass.
No, because Eddie's fire.
Yeah.
Eddie can rap. City's talented, and I was actually supposed to battle Newborn, which I dubbed that joint. But those three names, the reason why I got, because there's hitters in the tournament. You got Dre Dennis, I mean, you got XL, you got the Dunch, you got fucking Dub the Phenom. There's dudes in there that can really go. But it's because I was a high seed, so I had a clear path to kind of just go to the playoffs, and my pay tripled in the playoffs too, the way the deal worked out. So
that's fine.
Yeah, so I did the battle. Well, not going to the playoffs now, right? So who cares about the playoffs? But I did the battle with City Towers. I'm smoking him worse than I did Eddie. It wasn't close, in my opinion, at all. City wasn't better than Eddie I. I tried to freestyle in my third. At the end of my round, we are contracted to go 2 minutes, and then there's a grace period, which you're allowed to continue to rap over your round. I got through the 2 minutes. I know that because I write my bars. And then I was going to stop, but I wanted to land another punch that I was thinking of. So I started freestyling, slipped up on the punch, and I said, you got it. It's cool. It was the end of the battle. I was already up 2-0. I knew that because I'm fucking him up. And I still thought I won the third, but the third was his best round of his whole joint. So I'm like, all right, fuck, I fucked up a perfect score here. That's how I'm thinking after the battle. Like, fuck, I had a perfect score. I fucked it up. They go in and they go do a little interview shit. 10 minutes go by, they come back. They we had a unanimous decision. 4 judges to 1 picked Rosenberg. Rosenberg wins the battle. We shake our hands, boom. 10 minutes go by. I mean, we rolling.
And what was the fan vote?
The fan vote was 79-21.
In favor of you?
Yes. On 2-1, and then it was also a gap on the 3-0. The fan vote wasn't close. Because people knew exactly what they were watching. Like that, I mean, fans aren't stupid, right? So 10 minutes goes by. I mean, I'm sitting there. I mean, I gave City Towers a cigarette. Like, you know, man, he about to go do his he about to go do his interview, the loser interview. I lost with Jay Black. I mean, with Lush One, and talk about what he's got going, what he got to do moving forward. I'm waiting for him to get done his interview so I could go then do my victory interview with Lush One. So we sitting there, and he gets up and he kicks the chair. Like, he's sitting on the chair, he kicks it, and he starts doing laps around the venue. Like, they fucked up. So everybody stops because it's awkward as fuck. What's up with Main Man? Like, I don't know if he's mad that he lost and he virtually out of the tournament. I don't know what he's doing. If he's trying to be funny. And, like, Lush is even looking at him like, what the fuck is going on? Avocado comes over to me and shows me a text message. This is how I found out I lost. Shows me a text message, and the text says, well, technically Rosenberg won the battle because he won 2 rounds to 1. But City Towers had more points. We're just getting started. So, look, right?
Wait, where's Ashton Kutcher? I thought he finished this shit.
We got out of there because we were like, whoa. All right, let's get up out of here. We draw. So we left.
Yeah. This sounds like fun.
This gets better, y'all. So 4 judges picked me. 4 judges picked me. And 1 picked him. Now, the one judge that picked him, that was in question, his name is Mike J. He's the dude that was supposedly in Odd Future.
Yeah.
He's
a rapper. He battled on King Dr. before.
He tries to battle and he raps. I do know he raps, and then he tries to battle, right?
Y'all should battle at some point.
Nah, he played with $100 grand. You know what I mean? He played with $100 grand. I actually gotta have a conversation with him when I see him. So he is an eye battler.
Yeah, he battles eye battle too.
He's an eye battler, and so is City Towers. City Towers is an eye battler.
Oh, here we go.
And the funny part about that is that morning, Bill Collector had put a tweet up, and I was in the tweet. I'll show you while we're here. I'm in the tweet, and
Captain 5, you know what's up.
What's the dude? Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor was in the tweet too. So when I went to go try to pull the thread up, I couldn't see none of Lex tweets. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't I see his tweets? So I click on Lex Luthor page, and I'm blocked.
Oh, here we go.
I'm blocked. And I literally tweeted, I can't even pull his Twitter. Oh, got it, Lexorcist. So you know I'm not bullshitting. Lexorcist got Rosenberg blocked. Y'all see that, right? I've never met Lex, never had a conversation with Lex. I've never even crossed paths with Lex.
He's a cool dude, guys. Everybody's cool to me, I guess.
So I hear, right? So that was the morning before the battle that I realized I was blocked by Lex. Mm-hmm. So Lex walks in the venue at the battle, and I see him. I confront him, like, yo, we good? I see I'm blocked on Twitter. Like, I don't care that I'm blocked on Twitter. I'm more like, damn, why? What's going on here? Do we have an issue? Mm-hmm. He was like, nah, man, you shit on my platform a lot. And I'm like, when did I shit on it? I don't remember shitting on it outside of the shit I was saying to Eddie I, who's an I battler. We're battling. I'm supposed to shit on him, right? Mm-hmm. I said, well, he said, nah, man, I just rather not see it. So I'm like, all right, I don't have no problem with you. And I said, I'm man enough to tell you I don't have no problem with you. I wouldn't have to block you on Twitter, because if I had an issue with you, I'd have told you I had an issue with you. Not just block you on Twitter. You do that to fans with no profile pictures, right? You don't do that to men that you see or that you run into or that you in the same places in. So I'm putting all this together. I'm like, all right, the Eddie I battle was a little funny, but I won, so I didn't look into it. Mike G gave him the first round, gave him the second round, and gave him the third round, 10-7.
Oh, so he got you 30.
He was the only judge who had a scorecard remotely like that. And when he had an explanation, when they asked him for explanation, he said, well, I just didn't think Rosenberg did enough to win any round. Mm-hmm. The first round, I whooped his ass worse than almost anybody I ever beat. It was like, I couldn't believe this shit. So when I started putting it together, I hit Organic up. I hit Mickey Fax up, who's the leader of the
IJS.
Yeah, the judging committee, and I hit Lush up, who got me on, and I just voiced my my displeasure with it. And before I even got home, Lush was on the live on the pay-per-view cussing the judges out. He said that was the worst decision he's ever seen. So a week go by, they're telling me, we're gonna fix this, Raw, don't worry about it. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna take care of this. You won that battle. We're gonna fix it. They said they fired Mike G. Right? They told me they fired Mike G. They take Mike G's scorecard off of my battle and they put Showtime SP's scorecard on there, who also had me winning the battle 2-1. But his scorecard still didn't give me enough points to win the battle. So even though they changed the judging,
well, I mean, I think
so. They told me I won. They told me I won. I got the messages. They said, "Raw, you won." Mm-hmm. And then on the standings, it still had me 1-1. So I called him like, yo, man, why is my points changed, but my record's still 1-1? Oh, we made another mistake. Technically, you still lost the battle, even though we gave you more points. It's a fucking joke. And then when I speak about it, you got Organic and these people calling me, talking about, man, we went out of our way for you. It's like, so did I. You know what I mean? So did I. I didn't come here and give you... You know how many names go over on King of the Dot and give them bullshit performances? You know how many names go over there and don't give A+ effort? All the American stars have done them like that. It's fucking documented. You can pull it up. Of some of the top American battlers having some of their worst performances at King of the Dot. It's not by an accident. That's just a respect level for their platform. They're not going hard as they do when they're on the big cards in America. Mm-hmm. I didn't shortchange them at all. I gave them Rosenberg. You know what I'm saying? I came and I showed, what I do on other stages. I ain't shortchanging them. And then you got these goofy ass fucking judging system where like Sarah Connor, right? She's Team Hami.
Oh man.
No, there's no disrespect to Sarah because I'm just
Shout
making
Team Hami.
I'm gonna show you how fugazi this goofy shit is. Sarah Connor's Team Hami, right? But XL and J Murder are in the tournament. It's Team Hami.
You don't think she could be fair?
I'm saying, how can
I'm beloved. I can judge a Loaded Lux battle easily.
How can ARP is not allowed to judge my battles?
Oh,
that was something that was never in the paperwork. That's something they told me after I signed the contract. Oh yeah, ARP is a judge, but he can't judge your battles.
Okay.
But Mike G could judge our battlers. It seems a little unfair to me. Sarah Connor can judge an XL battle. Seems a little unfair to me. But ARP can't judge my battles. What's the difference? Me and ARP ain't related. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole bunch of fugazi shit going on. And then when you want to call somebody out on it or you want an explanation, there's a lot of finger pointing. Nah, he's the guy who runs that. Nah, he runs that area. No. That department is for him. all right, yeah, you won. Nah, you didn't. I mean, fuck out of there. I'm not going.
But back. I mean, in defense, the King of the Dot again. They got an outside. Again, it's how to make
the outside source.
It's an outside source.
The outside source is so organic. Doesn't have to answer these questions. So organic doesn't have to be held responsible for some bad decisions. You can hire a judging committee all you want, right? But if the judging committee is waking,
like even with the Euro tournament, when
these
judges get messed up, it's we blame the judges.
Okay, I got a better. If I am organic, right? I hired you, Mickey Fat, Jay Black. I want you're. I'm paying you to choose judges every Sunday. I need you to pick these judges. If you are saying, yo, ARP, you can't judge any RBE battle or battles, right? You, Mike G, you can't judge any I battle or battles. Sarah Connor, you can't judge no Team Hami battles. You got to be on that. Anybody can have a fucking job. Anybody can be given a job. Are they doing it? Because some Sundays it's like motherfuckers wake up like, oh shit, it's 2:30. I gotta get 5 judges. Yo, you free? Like sometimes that's the vibes I feel. I got nothing but love for King of the Dot. I'm a fan of battle rap, but I don't give a fuck what type of shit they say they tried to do. They didn't make that situation right. They can say they tried and they did all these conversations. The situation wasn't made right. Yeah, I should be held accountable for trying to freestyle over my grace period. But if you got judges, you had 2 judges that called it a 10-8 round, and 2 other judges called it a 10-7 round. We don't even got the judges on the same criteria here. These niggas is all going off of different rule books. So I don't give a fuck who you hire. If you hired them and they ain't doing their job, and then you don't fix it, well, now you're not doing your job either. So I mean, listen. I have no friends over there. I don't need no friends over there. I'd love to go back to King of the Dot if they made it right. I have no problem with never fucking battling on our platform ever again. That's fine with me, however it go. But one thing about me, Rosenberg, is I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel, and I'm not going to candy code it for anybody. And I don't give a fuck who platform it is. It's the truth. That's what happened. And I got the short end of the stick over there, and it is what it is.
Oh boy.
It is what it is. You know?
And everything is said and done. It's done. You're not.
Nah, I mean,
it's cool. Can get it right,
huh?
Let's say this drops, and they do another investigation or whatever, and get that point situated.
Nah, I'm not battling Newborn. I'm not going back to the tournament. I'm done with that.
Okay.
I'm done with that. Organic called me 2 weeks ago, upset that I put a tweet out. I said, who King of the Dot gonna fuck over this weekend? He called me. Yo, I can't believe you're acting like this. We did this, we did that for you, we did all this for you. I fired that judge that gave you that. But the judge was judging the next week. You ain't fired nobody. Stop fucking blowing smoke. Fuck out of here. Communication is how you keep things together when you got mad people involved, right? If it's 3 motherfuckers that call shots and them 3 ain't fucking communicating, you're doing a disservice. You understand what I'm saying? You can say I did 100 phone calls, we argued with 100 people, and y'all still got it wrong. So it is what it is. I mean, that's how I feel about the situation. It's going to look funny because we're talking about it, but I'm actually over it. It's cool. I don't have no ill, but that's how I feel about that situation. And, nobody can really change my mind about it.
Yeah. But shout out King of the Dot, shout out Organic. We running, a system 2, champion of the year. It's difficult.
Sure.
It's mad difficult, ranking points and this and that. So, hopefully you get it right in the future.
Yeah, and I would hope that, I'll tell you what, if my mishaps with the situation can help somebody else not have to go through it, I take that too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't selfish.
All right. I mean, who you got winning the tournament? Can I ask that, at least?
Bill Collector. The Dunch. And possibly, I wanted to say Clone. I would have said Clone. He just lost to Johnny Storm.
What about Drake Dennis? Nah.
Dre been doing a little too much with my name, saying the battle and shit like that, and I just don't. Dre, be careful what you ask for. I ain't gonna hold you.
He had a cold one versus Danger Zone.
He had a who?
Danger Zone.
He had a good one versus Danger, right? Yeah, I'm better than both of them. I'm better than both of them.
All right, salute. Champion.
Girl, I need a nasty girl. you ask me.